There seems to be an upward trend in entertainment, the increase in faith-based programming, bringing to life biblical stories that are thousands of years old, passed on from generation to generation and beyond. So what's fueling the desire to see Christian stories on the screen? Our Maria Villarreal visited the set of one of the most popular faith-based series, The Chosen, a drama about the life of Jesus Christ, to find out in tonight's Prime Focus.
I'm going to tell you what is about to happen.
The Bible's most renowned figure turned main character in a historical drama for millions to stream as people look for new ways to connect with their faith.
We're not forming a group that requires some sort of membership card or has some sort of litmus test for whether or not you're qualified to be part of this viewership.
Dallas Jenkins is the creator, writer, producer, and director of what is possibly one of the most watched shows in the world, The Chosen.
It has begun.
What has?
Miracles.
A streaming miniseries that focuses on the life of Jesus Christ.
And we want you to know him better. And the ultimate goal is to have as many people watch it as possible.
Action!
Jenkins aims to have 1 billion people watch the show by making it available for free.
He who has ears to hear, let him hear.
And that model is appealing to viewers. The show says it's reached more than 770 million episode views in 175 countries. And while The Chosen is now mainstream, it didn't start off that way.
You blind guides, straining out an act while swallowing a camel.
Executives in Hollywood weren't necessarily looking to the Bible for at least a faithful adaptation. If this is going to get done at all, I'll have to do it myself.
The Pharisees were pretty upset.
Sometimes you gotta stir up the water.
At the time, this small streaming platform called VidAngel, they said, let's raise the money through crowdfunding. And I laughed and said, that's ludicrous, because you never crowdfund for enough money to do a show like this.
Are you ready to do hard things?
Yes.
We will see.
But they did. The show's creators say more than 16,000 people around the world gave $11 million to kickstart the series, reportedly making it one of the largest crowdfunded media projects in history.
Feels like the beginning of something.
Did it feel like that was almost a freeing opportunity?
It became a superpower when I genuinely stopped caring about the results, because there were no expectations. I mean, if it didn't work, that would have been expected anyway. So I had total freedom to tell the stories that I wanted to tell, and that freedom was the wind under the sails, for sure.
That creative liberty and authenticity creating a recipe for the show's success. We were given special access during filming for the show's 5th season inside a custom-built production complex south of Dallas, Texas. The set design made to replicate the ancient streets of Judea.
This is all like real stone, real stucco, real
Real spider webs up
yeah,
there.
real spider webs that they've taken over the whole city.
I feel like I need to touch it, but
It's all very interactive.
Back inside the main studio, we watched a scene unfold.
So I got a set of headphones so that I could listen in to what was happening behind the scenes. It was really interesting to hear the banter between Dallas and people behind the scenes, but also the actors, him really encouraging them to take different types of actions depending on how they feel and also what is happening in the moment.
Actor Jonathan Rumi, who plays Jesus, a part of that scene.
How important of a role does your faith play in this kind of person? It sounds like you really do lean on your faith in order to get it right.
It's the epicenter of the creation of this character for me. I couldn't do this without that. I mean, I could go through the motions as an actor, but I don't think I would have got cast if I wasn't convicted in my beliefs.
God loves the world in this way, that he gave his only son.
The Chosen first premiered 7 years ago, and Hollywood is now joining in to adapt one of the world's most well-known stories for the big and small screens, with major production companies like Sony, MGM, and 21st Century Fox launching their own faith-based studios. Earlier this month, Netflix debuted Mary, a film about the mother of Jesus.
You are to have a son.
But it's not possible.
Storytelling has always been a bedrock of the Christian faith. So it's not a surprise that now storytelling through the means of Hollywood is how we are getting the message of the gospel out. People are looking to be inspired, to have hope. When you look at the impact of faith-based content, the roots are we are more connected, we are more the same than we are different. The roots are love.
In part, that's what The Chosen strives to portray on and behind the scenes. And while Rumi is no stranger to Jesus and his teachings, the role does come with its challenges.
How do I even relate to him? Well, he was fully human. I can relate to what it is to be fully human. Can't relate to what it means to be fully divine. So I'll just go with the former and do a lot of praying and hope that the latter somehow finds its way into the performance. The responses and the feedback has been pretty extraordinary.
It is on this rock that I will build my church.
Are you worried at all about being typecast? I mean, what happens after The Chosen?
God only knows. I'm not worried about it, though. I'm not worried about my career at all at this point. It will be the most important contribution I've ever made in my life as an artist.
And as more people tune into their faith with just a click, Jenkins is leaning in with more biblical storytelling on the horizon.
I genuinely want to be in God's will. That's what I care about most. And whatever that looks like, I can truly be okay with.
Maria Villarreal, thank you. Season 5, titled The Chosen, Last Supper, will be released in theaters in the U.S. and Canada on March 27th. The entire season will then be released in 3 parts over the course of 4 weeks.